Greetings and welcome to Magic with Tamala Farron. Today I'd like to talk about sound. The creation of sound amplifies, changes, and literally creates an atmosphere. You ever notice that when you put on your favorite music and you walk around the house dancing or singing or meditating, how the positive energy amplifies throughout your home? There are reasons for this. Sound is sacred. And why a lot of people have turned to the frequencies or turned to a peaceful nature sound, it all amplifies energy. And one of the things that we do, and you've probably heard this already, where if you have chimes outside your home, it wards off negativity. If you have bells on your door, every time the door is opened and closed, it amplifies and pushes out negativity. I have this on my altar usually. This helps to disperse any negativity that might be around my altar. Negative spirits, negative energy. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. I have ample amounts of different rattles and drums and oh my. And I love using them because it amplifies, calls upon the positive, and gets rid of the negative. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. It doesn't have to sound perfect or pretty, but it does bring forth an energy. And when it amplifies the energy in our sacred space, it amplifies what we're doing, what we're feeling. So, like all other tools that we use, it's an extension of our energy. So is the music. But this is a bountiful part because it literally bounces back and allows us to feel it. So if we're down in the dumps and we're sad and we're really depressed or anxiety's taken over or stress is just filtering through, put on whatever calms you, whatever relaxes you and centers you. A lot of people, like I said, use the frequencies, and I find a lot of them really engaging. So in other words, if I'm working some magic and I've got this going and I've got that going and I want something just to kind of bring everything together and calm down, that's what I'll put on. I have a lot of music. I have varied interests in music. So it can be one day hippie music, the next day pagan music, the next day who knows. But it all amplifies with me. It all makes me feel good. And that's what you want, is the positive energies through your home. That's what these do. They literally push out the negative and draw in the positive. So when you're doing these and you're sitting there and you're actually using them to call or to bless or to add to the atmosphere, that surrounds you, it literally builds up and continues and amplifies and focuses, and it just keeps going on and on and on. And I belong to a lovely, wonderful drumming circle. Now, everybody brings their own ideas of what they want, whether it's a drum or it's a rattle or a harp, or it can be just about any type of instrument brought in. And drums can be steel drums, tribal, Celtic, you name it. And together, because everybody is connecting, everybody is working through their instruments to amplify the energy in the air and connect with the universe and with the Earth Mother, it really, you walk away from something like that feeling completely charged, completely energized. And you can do the same at home. Maybe not to that level, but you can still do that at home. You can build the energy up in your home. So if you're feeling really like everything's stagnant and everything's depressing and everything's sad, do something about it. Burn some incense, light some candles, play some music, drum for a while, meditate, add things to what you're doing. Put on some tea. Be in your happy place. This will amplify it. And if you want to get rid of negativity, like on New Year's Eve where you have the pots and the pans and the wooden spoon and you go banging around the house to get rid of all negative energy, all negative spirits. You can do the same to amplify, get rid of the negativity, bring in the positivity. And it really, it works. So when somebody says to you, do you actually use those? Do you actually work with those? Tell them yes. Let them know. These are tools just like any other magical tools that we use. These are tools, and they share our sacred journey. They are gifts of the gods. And with the allowing of connection with the earth, every step we take into this journey that we share with everyone else is one step closer to us actually progressing into a more positive inner self. So let's keep going forward. Let's keep energizing and finding things that help build us up. Going for walks, going to the water, going through parks or woods or fields. They're all energy raisers. So are these. The heartbeat of the Earth Mother is the way my mom used to say it. She'd say, always, your great-grandmother, she would give little gifts of tobacco. Now, tobacco farms around here aren't that far. And my mother used to, when she was first married to my dad, she would bring home, because she worked on a tobacco farm out in Tilsonburg, she would bring home leaves of tobacco, hang them up, let them dry, break them up. Then she would cut cloths, and they were like not very big squares, and she would grind up, and she would put the tobacco, and then she would tie them up. And she'd say, your great grandmother used to say, give this. Every time you take or you ask, you give this first. And I used to sit there and I would oh my gosh. And I didn't understand where it came from. I have ancestry that is Native. And on my dad's side, it's Cherokee. On my mom's side was Shoshone. And I never understood where that came from until I was older. And then I realized it had been brought down through traditions into the family. And I was honored by it. But I remember as a child hearing drums in our circles, hearing drums in my grandparents' home. And again, never realized that it came from the Native ancestry. I just thought it was family. So I learned at a young age that drums and rattles and bells and instruments of all kinds amplified the energy that you were doing, that you were, just like dance amplifies. It literally builds up the energy so that you can utilize it into whatever you're doing. And if you want that in your home, you have to build it up as well. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of what you do. So if you feel that your home has gotten really dark and sad and lonely, make it happy again. Make you happy again. And it'll continue from there. But everything we have, we can utilize. So do it. Have fun. And like I said, drums and rattles and bells, oh my. Enjoy. And, experiment. Have fun. Don't sit back and say, I can't do this, or I don't know how. Take the time to practice, to learn, to play. Everybody has the ability to have fun. Everybody has the ability to build energy. Do so. Find out what feels right for you. And then flow with it. Have fun. Enjoy it. And teach others how to. Add to the experience. Give others the ability to feel how you feel. It's so simple. You enjoy. I have a couple more videos coming up. Blessed be. Oh, and do me a favor. Click like and subscribe, please. And if you have any ideas that you would like to throw my way for new videos, put them in the comments below. I would appreciate it. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. Blessed be.